Hello and welcome to the Aston Social Lab. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ellen and I'm an associate here at Aston Social. Our recent masterclasses have been heavily focused on Facebook, so today we're going to change things up a bit and focus on Google Ads. It's a platform that can be rather overwhelming when you first have a look at it. In my opinion, it's not laid out as nicely as some of the other advertising platforms, so it does take a bit of time to wrap your head around it. If you're one of those people struggling with Google Ads, trust me, you're not alone. Today is going to be a bit of an introduction to how Google Ads works and the types of campaigns that you can run on the platform. In recent times, we've had some great success for our clients on Google Ads, so I encourage you to consider it as part of your digital advertising strategy. No matter what your overall goal is, sales, brand awareness, lead generation, or something else, there will be a Google Ads campaign type to suit your needs. Google's market share for all general search engines in Australia reached about 94% in 2018. That's almost all Australian digital users. Your target audience is out there somewhere. You just need to catch them in the right places. So today I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's jump in. I will share my screen. So what we're going to learn today is how Google Ads works. Then we're going to have a breakdown of the different Google Ads campaign types. And there's a number of them that we'll go through. So the first one is search network campaigns. And we'll also do a bit of a breakdown on display network, followed by shopping campaigns, video campaigns, app campaigns, and then performance max campaigns, which you may or may not have heard of. It's actually relatively new in the last few months. So we'll show you what that is and how to use it because it's a good one. So how does Google Ads work? So like Facebook, advertising on Google starts with creating a campaign based on an objective. So the actions that you'd like your customers to take. So for example, you might want to drive traffic to your website. It operates as a bidding system where you bid on certain keywords or topics in order for your ads to appear in Google search results. So how does this bidding system work? So Google Ads determines which ads should show in a lightning fast ad auction. And this takes place every time someone searches on Google or visits a site that shows ads. So there's three main factors in the ad auction that determines which ads appear and in what order. So you need to get these ones right. So number one is your bid. So when you set your bid in Google Ads, you're telling Google the maximum amount that you're willing to pay for a click on your ad. So how much you actually end up paying is often less, and you can change your bid at any time. It's just the maximum amount that you're willing to pay. If you're wanting a sort of a recommendation, I'd probably do $5. I don't think you'd spend $5, at least not right now in the way the market's looking, but $5 is a good maximum amount. Number two is the quality of your ads. So Google Ads looks at how relevant and useful your ad and the website it links to are to the person who will see it. So you can view the assessment of the quality of your ad in Google Ads. So when you're looking at your campaign, in the row that shows your results, there's one that's a quality score and it will tell you how your ad's performing. So it's important that your website functions just as well to ensure that your ad has high quality ranking. So more chances of showing when people search for your keywords. And then lastly, the expected impact from your ad extensions and other ad formats. When you create your ad, you have the option to add additional information, such as a phone number or more links to specific pages on your site. These are what are called ad extensions. You would have seen these before. Google Ads estimates how extensions and other ad formats impact your ads performance. So even if your competition has a higher bid than you, you can still win a higher position at a lower price by using relevant keywords, ads, and ad extensions. So make sure you always add those in. Okay, now the fun stuff. Let's have a look at the different types of Google ad campaigns. So there's 6 different types of Google ad campaigns available, and these are search network, display network, shopping, video, app, and performance max, which is that new one I mentioned earlier. We're going to have a look at each of these in detail, beginning with the search network. So the Google Search Network is a group of search-related websites and apps where your ads can appear. So this can be on Google Search, within Google Play, where you download apps on Android, Google Shopping, Google Images, etc. So all sorts of different places across Google. And your ad will show near search results when someone searches with terms related to one of your selected search keywords. And every day, about 3.5 billion searches are made using Google Search. So that's a lot of searches. Google Ads are shown above and below Google search results. So when you type in the keywords, you often find them in position 1 or 2, and then the last 2 to 3 positions when you get to the bottom of the page. And you can easily identify them because they do have the word ad next to them. These ones are text only, so no imagery or video, and they are shown when a user searches for one of your selected keywords. Now, there's 3 different types of Google search ads. So there's text ads, dynamic search ads, and call-only ads. And I'm going to show you some examples of each. So beginning with the text ads. So we've got the example there on the right, best New York City hotels, and then the ad appearing in the top position. And you can see there in that green line beneath the headline, it's got the word ad in there. That's how you distinguish an ad from an organic listing. So these text ads show above and below Google search results. And there's 3 parts to it. So there's the headline, which is that top, or the first 2 lines in blue there, where it's got New York budget hotels, example.com, official site, over 1,000 hotels. The display URL, which is below that in green, so example.com/hotels. You can actually control how that URL looks to make it neater if you do have a messy URL. And then the description text, which is below that in black. So this one is a bit longer than your headline, and it gives people some more information to know who you are and what you're about. And then you can also include ad extensions, such as call, site links, and callouts, and these will sit below the description text. And like I said before, these do help in the bidding process. So if you do have ad extensions, you're more likely to show. So I do encourage you to use them. Secondly is dynamic search ads. So these use the content on your website to target your ads. These are the text ads, the first one that we looked at before. They're manual, so you put in all the data yourself. Dynamic is done automatically for you by Google, so it is a pretty good time saver if you are short on time. It generates the headlines and landing pages based on what the user is searching and makes it most relevant to them. And what you can do is supply suggested headlines and descriptions, which Google picks and chooses from. So you could give them, a list of 10 headlines, a list of 10 descriptions, and Google will pick which ones are most relevant, depending on that user and what they're looking for. And then we'll also pick the relevant URL to go with it from your website. So that's another reason why it's important that your website is always up to scratch. And then the third one, the call-only ads. So these ones are encouraging people to call your business. So they're not actually visiting your website. When they click on your ad, it brings up the phone number to call. So these ones only appear on mobile because obviously you can't make calls from your computer. And when the person clicks on this type of ad, it places a call to you from their device. So when you've got conversions set up, it will track every time someone gives you a call. If you've got a service, for example, if you're, say, a plumber and you don't really need, not that you don't need a website, but most of your inquiries do come via phone call, this is a great ad type to run, especially in an emergency situation. Next is the display network. So the Google Display Network can help you reach people while they're browsing their favorite websites, showing a friend a YouTube video, checking their Gmail account, or using mobile devices or apps. So these are image-based ads. So these aren't text like the other ones. These ones are images or GIFs. So as well as keywords, you can target these types of ads based on interests and behaviors. And also it's great for remarketing. So if someone's visited your website and then later on they're surfing the web, your image ad pops up and reminds them that you're still here. There's three main types of Google display ads. So there's the responsive display ad, uploaded image ad, and Gmail ads. And again, I'll take you through each of these. So responsive display ads, we've got some examples there on the right. They come in all sort of different specs, shapes, and sizes, depending on the website and where they're sitting on the website. So they can automatically adjust in size, appearance, and format. It's provided in a number of different sizes that Google chooses from. So there's a number of different specs, rectangular, vertical, square, just to suit all of those different placements, because on mobile things look different to desktop and vice versa. And these ads have the most reach out of all display ads. So I do recommend using them. The most versatile. Number 2 are uploaded image ads. So for more control, you can create and upload display ads. So these can be still images or GIFs. So it looks like a video, but it's actually a GIF. It's a good way to attract people's attention. And there's a number of different image dimensions required to suit all devices and banners, like I said earlier. So it does take a bit of time to get your assets together, but once it is placed into Google Ads, it's very, very easy. And then your Gmail ads. So these are interactive ads that show in the promotions and social tabs in Gmail. They can be expandable upon clicking on them. So it's just that small image to begin with. When you click on it, it does expand. And these ones are good for connecting with potential customers in a more personal format. So yeah, good for remarketing in particular. Next, we've got shopping campaigns. So shopping campaigns are for retailers with an e-commerce website. It starts by sending your product data to the Google Merchant Center, which is then used to target ads. So these shopping ads show users a photo of your product with a title, price, and the name of your store. So when people search, for example, blue shoes, usually at the top, there'll be that ad button with the ad text to show you that those are ads, not organic listings, showing your products over the organic ones. So you always shop first. And then we've got some examples there. So shopping for Apple iPad as the example. See how on the top right, where it's got shop for Apple iPad on Google, it's got sponsored. So these ones are all paid. And then if you went to the shopping tab, you'd be able to see the organic listings. Just a good way to show up on top of your competitors. And then below that, it's got the text, so the search ads. Video campaigns. So video campaigns let you show video ads on YouTube and across the Google Display Network. There's a number of different types of video campaigns you can run, including in-stream ads. So these run before, during, or after other YouTube videos. Those ones that you can skip at the start, or sometimes not skip. Video discovery ads. So these are shown in places where people are discovering content. And then bumper ads, which is the 6-second unskippable ads, those annoying ones that people do not like. And now there's also 6 main types of ads. So I mentioned some of them already. So there's skippable in-stream ads, non-skippable in-stream ads, video discovery, bumper ads, outstream ads, and masthead ads. And I'll show you what these all look like. So skippable in-stream ads are used when you have video content you'd like to promote before, during, or after other videos on YouTube. After 5 seconds, the viewer has the option to skip the ad. A good sort of time for these videos is probably 15 seconds. Probably wouldn't go any longer because you're probably likely to lose the person's attention when they're already intending on watching another video. So you need to really capture in the first 5 seconds that user to keep them hooked. The non-skippable in-stream ads are used when you have video content you'd like to promote before, after, or during other videos, but you want them to see the entire message without skipping your video. So these are 15 seconds or less in duration. You're going to annoy people, so make sure that it's a good video. A video discovery ad is used to promote video content in places of discovery, including next to related YouTube videos as part of a search result. or on the YouTube mobile homepage. So these are good when you have a longer video and you want to try and increase views, but they're not going to catch people within sort of 5 seconds. So you've got them when people type things into YouTube to search, and you can appear as the first search result, kind of like a Google search ad, but within YouTube. And what it shows is a thumbnail image from your video with some text, just like an organic one. It looks like an organic listing, but it's got that ad text next to it to distinguish. Bumper ads are used when you want to reach viewers broadly with a short memorable message. So these are only 6 seconds or less and play before, during, or after another video. And viewers don't have the option to skip these ones either. Outstream ads. These are used when you want to expand the reach of your video ads on mobile or on Google Video Partners, so not including YouTube. They begin playing with the sound off until the user taps the sound on, and they're designed to increase your video reach at an efficient cost. So you might have seen these before. Say you're reading an article on a website and a video sort of pops up in the corner and starts playing without the sound on, and then you can click the X button to escape or keep watching. Those are the outstream ads. Masthead ads. So these are used when you want to drive awareness for a new product or service launch or reach a massive audience in a short period of time, for example, a sales event. And these are only available on a reservation basis through a Google sales representative. So not everyone can use these. App campaigns are pretty straightforward. So these ones are useful when you want to increase the number of users on your app. They mostly sit within the Google Play Store. So when someone's looking for an app similar to yours, you can rank higher. So for this type of campaign, you supply all of the assets to Google, and then they formulate the ad based on the user who's searching. So you don't really have much control on how it looks. You just supply all the assets. And then performance max campaigns. This one's an exciting one. So this is a new goal-based campaign type that allows you to access all of your Google Ads inventory from a single campaign. So it's designed to complement your keyword search campaigns to help you find more converting customers across all of Google's channels. So YouTube, display, search, discover, Gmail, and maps. So what it is, it's basically kind of an all-in-one. You give you give Google all of the assets, and then they kind of pick and choose where and how to show your ad to that specific user, depending on where they are and what they're searching for, where they are in sort of the sales process. So make sure you capture them at the right time. So how does it work? It uses machine learning models to optimize bids and placements to drive conversions or conversion value for your goals. So like I said, you give Google the inputs, including audience signals, high quality text, images, and videos, and then they do the rest for you. So it's the best option to use when you have a specific advertising and conversion goal. For example, you want to drive online sales, lead generation, or something else. You want to maximize the performance of your campaign, and you aren't limited by which channel your ads appear on. You want to easily access all of Google's advertising channels using a single campaign, or you want to get additional reach and conversion value beyond keyword search campaigns. It gives you more of an opportunity to reach people. So there are all the places that you can be shown when you set up a Performance Max campaign. So YouTube, display, search, discover, Gmail, and maps. So it gives you a lot of variety and a lot of opportunity to be shown. And then when you go to set it up, you obviously want to sort of know what your ads are going to look like in each spot, because they are very different. So there on the right-hand side where it's got the preview, it shows you what each one will look like when you click on each tab. So here we're looking at the example for YouTube. If you want to see what the ad will look like on Gmail, search, display, or discover, you can click on each tab and see what the ad will look like. Because you are throwing in lots of different assets, you're not going to know how they're going to sort of format. So it's good to check out the previews just to make sure that it does align with your strategy. And then on the left-hand side there, you can see where you add all of those assets. So you can add up to 15 images, just like a normal display campaign, logos, videos, so up to 5 videos, up to 5 headlines. And then you can also do the long headline, and then below that are descriptions. And if you're doing tracking, all the tracking options like UTM codes. So yeah, it's a really good one to try. I know that they're strongly recommending it at the moment, so you might get a better bang for buck by using it, at least in these initial stages. So I do encourage you to give it a go. And that's all for today. So thank you for listening. If you do have any questions, drop them in the Q&A section below, or don't hesitate to contact us at another time and we can chat further. But I hope that gave you a bit of an insight to Google Ads and helped you better understand the Google Ads campaigns. And in the coming sessions, we'll delve a little bit deeper into Google Ads, a bit of more of the nitty-gritty. So stay tuned and we'll see you next time. Thanks.